Orlando Pirates news. Mandla Ncikazi is told it's either you play Gabadinho Mhango as a striker or you go back to Golden Arrows. So I was speaking to Sowetan Live and he said if Gabadinho Mhango was playing during the game between AmaZulu and Orlando Pirates, he would have scored a goal. But you chose to use Pepra and Lepasa, and they didn't yield much result. But before we get into the video details, guys, please do subscribe. It is free to do so. Like the video, comment on the comment section below. Join the party, become a member of this YouTube channel. Oh, guys, let's go back to it, guys. Yeah, they say when it rains, it pours. But I just do not understand why. Why Mandla Ncikazi? Because the only team among the three big teams in the PSL that does not have this thing called core coach, it is Kaizer Chiefs. You know that the coach is Stuart Baxter and that's it. But the other two teams, Sundowns, they have what we call it core coach. Mangoba Mnete, Rulani Mkwena, and Steve Kompela at Sundowns. Orlando Pirates, Mandla Ncikazi, and Fatu David. Now, often, there's a reason I want to show you this thing between Sundowns and Pirates. Last week, the person that was talking to the media, it was Rulani Mkwena. But if you watch Sundowns in some of their videos, you'll find that the person that was talking to the media, it was Mangoba Mnete. And then, vice versa. At Orlando Pirates, sometimes the person that talks to the media, it is Mandla Ncikazi, and the person that talks to the media on the other days, it is Fatu David. So you kind of like ask yourself a question of why, when Mandla Ncikazi addresses you, you have a problem with Mandla Ncikazi as a coach, and you think he is the only coach that decided not to play Gabadinho Mhango as a striker. Guys, teach me the logic behind that. How do you know that it was his decision and his decision alone not to play Gabadinho Mhango? What if it was what if it was a decision between the local Fatu David and Mandla Ncikazi? I just don't understand. How do you know? But by the way, someone said that Gabadinho Mhango performed very well during the Africa Cup of Nations. He is on fire. He said you cannot bench a striker that is on fire. Because maybe those two, they performed well during training. He says even then you have to use the striker that is on form. Well, I also don't disagree with the fact that Gabadinho Mhango is on fire. During the Africa Cup of Nations, I watched almost every game. If ever there was a game that I missed, among all the games that were played during Africa Cup of Nations, maybe it will be just one game. But as far as I know, I watched all the games. And I saw the performance of Gabadinho Mhango. Particularly the two games. The game they played between Malawi and Zimbabwe. The game they played between Malawi and Morocco. Let's not talk about the goal he scored during the game between Malawi and Morocco. Let's not talk about that one. Let's just talk about the performance, because the goal, wow. The goal. I know, guys, it was one of those beautiful goals, so I don't even want to talk about it. It was the goal. So we're not going to talk about that. Let's look at his performance. His performance as well, he was on fire. So we just don't know why Mandla Ncikazi, why Orlando Pirates does not use the player. On the other hand, I because of the situation at Orlando Pirates, I can't blame Mandla Ncikazi singular. Not unless Fatu David comes out and say, I would have loved to play the Gabadinho Mhango, but my co-coach refused, saying we should use Lepasa and Pepra alone. then in that case it makes sense. But until then, you actually have to blame the whole technical team, guys, because we don't know who made the decision. But just like I said, it is different with Kaizer Chiefs. We know that the man with the final decision, it is Stuart Baxter. So Stuart Baxter, if no matter how much Atazwane would love to see this player on the field, but because the head coach says no, this one, then that one. And let me show you the difference there. You will see Kaizer Chiefs under Atazwane, the 3 games that they played, the 3 closing games before the December break, you could see that, oh, this team is different from the one Stuart Baxter. Even with the way they play football, because Atazwane is in charge. But a team that has got co-coach, how do you blame, a singular coach? To me, it just doesn't make sense. Why Mandla Ncikazi? Why not Fatlo David? Why? I just don't understand, guys. Please, if any of you know, please teach me. I want to understand the logic. Why Mandla Ncikazi? Why?